Welcome, everyone. This is the Rule of Cool. We are a 5e D&D actual play podcast. This week, we're mixing things up a little bit. We are trying out recording a session remotely. We were able to gather everyone but Adam, who was not able to make it for this last-minute one-shot recording session. So for this session, we're just going to do a shorter one-shot. Bear with us if there are audio differences. If you don't like what we're doing, skip this episode. Main story will be back next week. Without further ado, here is the best one-shot you've ever heard.
It's not better than mine.
No, it's not. It's definitely not.
You caved so quickly.
My name is Sarah. I am your glorious DM, and this week the boys will be introducing themselves by telling me what childhood anime that was like on Toonami or whatever developed them as a person.
Hey guys, so this is Jordan. I typically play the character Sexy Pei, and I would have to say Dragon Ball Z because Trunks low-key gave me my sexual awakening.
Huh.
That's so good.
Oh my god.
But you took my my Dragon Ball Z response for something completely different.
You can all say Dragon Ball Z. I was not expecting you to say what I would say.
No, Alex doesn't even know what Dragon Ball Z is. He's never seen an episode of it.
I liked Alex's facial response when I gave you guys this prompt.
This is Alex. I usually play Royce the Lizard Folk Barbarian. And today, what the fuck was the category? Anime. All right. And I never watched anime as a kid. I think I watched like Digimon 3 times. So we're going to say Digimon.
That's real.
That's like what, robots or something?
No, it's digital monsters.
You talking about Metabots?
Digital monsters, Digimon are the champions. Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon are the champions. Digimon. The Digivolution is up and running. Did you see? Did you hear? Did you know what's coming? Our Digi-Destiny starts today. Let me hear you say.
Oh my god.
Change into digital champions to save the digital world.
Change into digital champions to save the digital world.
So I think Sarah's choice is a Digimon.
No, it's not even. I just love the themes.
Hi, my name's Jason. I usually play the character Vaughn, the Wild Mage Sorcerer, and if I had to choose one cartoon anime that shaped my life, it would be Dragon Ball Z. So I learned to just scream while I'm waiting in traffic from that show, and it's helped me pretty...
Nice.
It's helped me in life.
Nice.
Power up through shouting.
An entire episode can be exposition. 4 episodes can be exposition. Dragon Ball Z.
Don't worry, we got that covered.
Okay.
Actually, it's 4 episodes of me making vampire jokes.
The one-shot prompt. Welcome to the forest town of Amianto. Your people have been removed from society for generations, ever since the coming of Axton. Verbal history passed down to you tells that a cohort of druids felt a deep unrest among nature at her arrival and, rather than ignore the nagging of the trees or the chatter of the brooks, but not wanting to align themselves with some of the more extremist groups rallying against a new influence, they staked a southern island off the coast of the mainland of Mu and have not ventured out since. But you are not concerned with the happenings of centuries ago. These days, the island population is mostly concerned with tradition. It is winter, but the planting of the spring is right around the corner, and a spot has been vacant among the esteemed rank of cedar. A choosing ceremony has been planned, and each of you has been put forward as a candidate for the position of Cedar of Making. If you would like further information about the Society of Amianto or about the position of Cedar, you can find that information among the notes that I will be posting to the website article for this episode. Will each candidate please step forward and introduce themselves?
All right, this is Alex. I am playing a druid, of course, because that's the only thing we could choose. And I'm playing a druid named Gammy, and her real name is Agnes Old Lady.
Gam.
Yes. So Gams here she's 658 years old. That's all you need to know.
Hey guys, it's Jordan, and I'll be playing the character Brohm Callente, who is a druid gnome.
How do you say that name?
Brohm Callente.
Your friends call you Caliente?
My friends call me Brohm the gnome.
Brohm the gnome?
Oh man, I feel like I'm quite the opposite of what's going on here. Hi, my name is Jason. I'm playing Ormar Felnen, the Furbolg druid. I clock in at 10'8", 635 pounds. I'm 314 years old.
Spell that first name.
Ormar. Yeah, actually, if you guys could spell your names like on the episode, so I can type them out too.
I'm pretty sure you can just put whatever you want for old Gammers. She'll be fine.
Gam, played by Alex.
Also, as just order of business, go ahead and roll initiative. And we'll be keeping this initiative for the entirety of the ceremony.
It's an 11.
For initiative, 10.
Old Gammers ain't as quick as she used to be.
And I've got a 14.
That makes me laugh so much.
Gammy.
Out of game, that is what my niece calls my mom.
Oh, God.
So I named this character after my mom, technically.
Great. Okay. Game face.
Gammy face.
The three of you were prepared the night before, and upon awaking are escorted by lower level druids to the main hall of the maker of the civilization of Amianto. Inside, you are taken to an altar in the back room and sat down along with 4 other potential candidates for the position. Across from you sits one of the seaters that already fills one of the positions and who will be proctoring this choosing ceremony. She looks out at you and says, I know you have been a part of the civilization for long enough to have a vague understanding of our ways and of how things will happen today. But just know that if you are not chosen today, it is not because you were not enough. It is because you were not right for the right now. Only one of you will be able to emerge today as a new seater, but each of you has brought so much to our home that being put forth for this position is an honor in and of itself, and it will not diminish you at all if you do not walk out of here today the newest seater. Before we begin, does anyone have any questions?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
One of the core tenets of being a truly successful seater is being able to identify your surroundings, understand your surroundings, truly be at one with what's happening in the now and in the future. So unfortunately, I cannot repeat myself, as it would give advantage to those of you who do not have the skills to understand what they see the first time.
I heard you.
So I'm going to shift uncomfortably on I'm going to shift on the rock that I'm sitting on, like, where do we begin?
Because first, I must make sure each of you is truly willing to undertake this trial.
I think that's why we're here.
Yes, while it is a great honor to have been nominated, this is not the path for everyone, so we like to offer one final chance for those of you who do not wish to go forward with this choosing ceremony, as it can be rather tiresome and in some cases cause unknown problems to the nominees. If you are willing to undertake it, please each of you go in to one of the small curtained alcoves and drink what is inside.
I'm going to raise my hand. Do you have a bigger alcove?
There are alcoves of every size,
really tall,
for the different citizens of our land. I'm sure you'll find one that is the perfect alcove for you, sir.
I'm already plenty tired. I'm not too worried about getting tired out by this here, what the fuck is this thing called?
It is a choosing ceremony.
Choosing ceremony.
She gestures to one of the curtained alcoves behind her for you to enter, if you are so confident.
Old Gammers walks in. She picks an alcove.
Okay, there is a small little table and a chalice filled with clear liquid on top of it for you to drink if you are willing to undertake this ceremony.
What does the cup look like? The chalice?
It looks like a wooden... It's more of a goblet, I guess. But it's a very heavy, hefty, for these people, fairly ornate chalice. Probably only used for choosing ceremonies.
Does it have like rubies on the outside of it?
No.
Okay,
it's just wood.
So it's not the cup of a carpenter. I won't die from drinking
No,
out of
you
it.
won't die from drinking.
Obscure Indiana Jones reference, anybody?
Yeah,
No.
I got it. Which is why I was trying to downplay it. I don't think it's that obscure. It's like the entire plot of an entire Indiana Jones movie.
That's true.
The
That's
obscure one entire movie of Indiana Jones.
Who is this Indiana you speak of?
I only
I
know the
meant the fact-
librarian.
That I knew it was called the cup of the carpenter.
Is that a
That's
rip
the false grail they drink out of.
Is that a rip-off of the librarians?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Okay, do you drink out of the chalice?
Of course. Why else are we here?
All right.
I say no. And
So old Gammers, of course, hobbles up and uses both hands and chugs the entire thing like a badass, and then belches loudly.
Cut back out to the main room. What about the two of you? The other 4 people all have also similarly gone into the curtained rooms.
Broom hops up. I am pretty parched. Y'all got a big one in there?
I'm gonna overhear him say that. I'm like, Ormar is already in like his alcove, and his hand is so huge. He picks up this tiny little cup and sips out of it. It's like, they don't have any bigger chalices.
I like how there's this tiny island nation, and yet it's got such a bountiful, like, bouquet of different accents. After
There are a bunch of different
centuries.
races.
Okay. Jordan. What does
So
Brohm
I'm
do?
just gonna... Broom hops in and he just starts guzzling that thing. Just go.
All right. Let me pull up my notes.
You all die from food poisoning.
The intro credits.
Yeah.
I told you it was short.
You're all druids, and none of you checked the one. No, I'm kidding.
Damn it, I have that spell.
It took us longer to get set up and going than it did to die off.
Kidding. I am kidding. That is not what happened. Okay. So you each imbibe from the chalice. And as you go to put the chalice back down, the floor falls out from underneath of you, and you land in a large, dark space.
Am I dead?
You are not dead, nor did you take any injury from falling.
I got brittle bones. Are you sure?
You can hear each other talking.
Who said that?
You said it's dark. Is it like pitch black, or is it just
It
like
is magically dark.
magically dark?
So if
Okay.
you have dark vision, it's still dark. So you are in a magically dark room. You can hear others in the room with you.
Who turned out the lights?
Are you that furbog fellow?
Actually, that is what my race is called. I'm sorry. It just sounded so foreign to me. I haven't heard an elf with an accent in a while.
What accent do I have?
You're not a wood elf, are you? I already forgot what your race was.
Did you just call me a wood elf?
Yeah.
I actually can't even remember what I am.
You elves all kind of look the same. You just either have twigs in your hair or not.
Can someone help an old woman up?
Let me see. Do I have anything that I can do to, like, light up the place? The answer to that question, I believe, is no. I could cast Moonbeam and damage people, but I don't have, like, a torch. Actually, I have a torch in my bag.
But
I'll
that doesn't
use-
work. I'll produce flame, but it's not going to do anything. Magical darkness is not penetrated by such weak things.
Very true.
Possibly not. Then again, normally you may get hurt from falling.
It's true.
What are the other 4 people, or I guess other 5 people, counting Jordan, doing in the room?
You hear rustling and talking. You hear what sounds like a wall moving, and then it gets quieter.
I think those other fellers got out of here.
I guess is it just me and you?
Echo, I think so. I don't hear anybody in here.
No, I'm still down here too, but y'all hear the wall move? I'm trying to find a hole in here.
I like your smooth voice. It just fills me with happiness.
Well, I'm glad to hear, sir. Ma'am, I'm sorry. Yours not as pleasant, but I can get used to it.
I don't know how this sounds. It's probably really bad. I planned nothing for this voice.
It's very comical.
Jordan, you said you're looking around for a switch?
Yeah, I'm gonna look around the room here.
Roll a survival.
Oh, that is gonna be a 5.
You just keep feeling more darkness. You have not hit the boundary of this room yet.
Yo, I thought I heard a wall, but I can't even find one.
I'm going to stand up. And like I said, my character is really tall. He's 10'8". Am I impeded by a ceiling of any sort?
You can feel
Okay.
above yourself and you don't feel anything.
So I'm going to use my giant wingspan to try and reach out and find this wall that's moving. Can I use perception to kind of echolocate where that wall is moving?
With disadvantage. Because you can't see anything.
So do I just need to roll perception twice?
Yeah.
Okay. That, I'm not even going to roll the second one. That's a critical fail. I got a natural 1.
You trip over nothing and fall on the
Okay.
ground.
Oh, beans.
Gammy is going to listen. She heard the wall moving or whatever is what Brohm said. Brohm?
Brohm the gnome?
Brohm the gnome, yeah, Brohm. So she's going to put up one of those, like, horns, the old-timey bell horn thing to her ear.
Do
Okay.
you
And
carry
listen-
one of those around with you everywhere?
Yes. It's actually on a lanyard around her neck.
Okay.
So she can
Okay.
hold it up.
Okay.
Perception is a fucking nat 1.
We're going to die in here.
You put the horn up to your ear and it actually scrapes against the wall that was right next to you. And so now your horn's damaged.
I think I broke my horn, but I feel a wall here.
Keep talking. I'm crawling around on the ground trying to follow his voice.
When
Or
I
her
was a
voice.
little girl, I went to the store every day with my mother,
Oh,
and she would buy me a dog figurine.
I'm crawling over. How good is this helping me find him? Do I need to roll another disadvantage perception check? Or can I roll a survival check because I have to survive this fucking story?
You can either roll a normal perception because he's helping you,
Okay.
or survival.
I'm going to roll perception. That is a 19.
With a 19 perception, you are able to find him.
Okay, as I'm crawling around, keep talking. Tell me more about this dog, horse. I forget what it is, but just keep.
I have about 72 dog figurines in my house now. I name
I'm
each
actually
one of them with a
regretting listening
different
to this now.
name that starts with D. First, there's Daisy
Yeah.
and Dalius
okay,
and Darius.
I'm almost there, I think.
and Damien.
I'm just like I'm crawling and then like occasionally taking my hand trying to like wave at her to try and find where this voice is coming from.
Yeah, you do find her and the wall.
Okay. I don't like slap her with my hand or anything.
Nope. Brohm,
Okay.
are you going to try anything?
Brohm's just gonna start running and painting and shouting, hoping somebody's gonna hear and kind of react to it.
Make another survival.
You got it.
Are we on the wall that's currently moving or are we just on a stationary wall?
It feels stationary. What'd you get, Jordan?
I got a 7.
Yeah, you still feel nothing. You hear them talking.
Ma'am, I'm gonna go to the right here along the wall. You go along the left, and we'll see if we can find where this wall is moving.
Why don't you just carry me? It'll be faster.
I don't think that's really gonna help us. It probably is better if we split up. I know that we can't see anything, but me carrying you around isn't gonna help us find the exit any quicker.
I don't need you to carry me. I can get up on my own. And then I get up and put my left hand on the wall and walk left.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna head to the right.
Okay, each of you roll survival.
All right, survival.
Why? I did not pick fucking rolls. That's a 7 with my +4 to survival.
I got a 10 with my +7 to survival.
Yes.
It's because it's dark, you know.
And I got a 19 with my +3.
Wait, Jordan, you got a 19?
Finally, yes.
Finally? Okay. You, with your 19, stumble onto a switch in the wall.
I'm going to flip that switch right away.
You're going to flip the switch?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The darkness in the room dissipates for the three of you. You do not see anybody else in the room with you currently, but you also do not see a door of any sort. You see little outcropping, like little coverings on all 6 surfaces of the room.
So we're in a hexagon?
So ceiling, floor, 4 walls.
The 4 walls. Okay, gotcha.
So a cube.
Yes.
Yes.
Are we in the movie Cube?
No.
What about Cube 2 Hypercube?
No.
Wait,
What
are
about
these real?
Cube 3?
Yes,
Electric Boogaloo.
Cube is actually quite good, by the way, people out there.
All right, I'm noting that down here.
Brum, we're going to start doing initiative order now because it's going to matter a little bit more. Brum, what do you do?
I kind of gasped for a second, like, oh, that's what y'all looked like. I forgot for a second. Oh, sorry about that, ma'am. Didn't mean to be rude to you now.
No
y'all find any, like,
thing.
holes or anything? You see the walls still moving? How the hell do we get out of here?
I don't know, I think we're doing pretty good, though. We're the only ones here.
Gamma, do you want to do anything? Do you want to try anything?
She will investigate one of the walls, like one at a time, look at them closely, maybe like run her hands along them for like a crack or a seal or something.
Okay, roll investigation.
That is 11.
With 11, you do see that each of these the small doors that are about a foot square, there are a handful of them on each of the surfaces, and it does look like they can slide into the wall.
Okay, I guess I try to push one.
Roll a strength.
Shockingly, Gammy is not good at athletics. Oh, bam! I rolled a nat 1, -2 for a -1.
You push on the wall.
Let me just throw this dice away really quick.
You push on the wall, and your wrist buckles, and you kind of fall on the wall. And now your wrist is a little sore.
I don't think a wrist is supposed to bend this way.
I also don't think you're supposed to, push that way. Let me try.
Ormar?
Do I take any damage?
No.
I'm going to do the same thing, but push the wall properly. That is a natural 20, actually.
A natural 20?
Hold on.
I do not need to see your natural 20, Jason. It is fine. I believe
I
you.
needed to
With
see
how
it.
many nat 1s you have all rolled tonight, I believe a natural 20.
Okay, good.
You are able to get one of these small little metal doors to slide into the wall. And you see what looks like a round red orb sitting nestled inside of it, almost like it's a cubby for this orb.
How many? You said there were. Is that the only panel, or were there other ones?
So there's a handful on each of the walls and the ceiling and floor. The orb is nestled back, like with a natural 20, you can see it, but it's a good 8 to 10 feet back in a chute that this door was covering.
Okay.
What you got there, Sonny?
There's a ball back here.
All right, I take off one of my pairs of glasses and put a different one on from on top of my head to try to look at it.
I need you all to roll acrobatics.
What the fuck?
All right.
Of course, I'm amazing at that. Actually, I got a 20.
Total, I have a 19.
Got a solid 8. Yeah.
So, as you are inspecting this ball, all the other slides covering the chutes in the room retract back into the wall, and out of each of the chutes, a red ball-sized orb is projected into the room at you guys. Jordan, you failed. The other two, you guys succeeded, so you will take half damage as these bouncing red orbs are projectiled into the room at you. Hopefully, you guys are not too easy to kill.
Don't worry, Gammy's strong as an ox.
Jordan, you take 17 damage.
Okay.
Is that 17?
17.
All right.
Alex and Jason, that puts you at 8. The balls bounce them around the room a few more times, but as they do not have the force of the initial ejection behind them, they do no further damage to you and eventually settle on the floor around you. Brohm, what do you do?
Good God, what the hell was that thing? Where are these balls? I am going to, kind of run into the corner in fear and pain.
Okay. Gimme.
Don't worry, Brohm. We used to play this when I was a kid. This is dodgeball. All you have to do is catch the balls before they hit you and you'll win the game. I remember one time, back when I was a young girl.
Let him do it.
Damn it. When I was a young girl, I'll go if you want me to go.
No. So you'll get that when I was a young girl. I'll be like, all right, yeah, that was great. But here,
When I was a young girl, my father took me into the city
to play some dodgeball.
Okay.
I'm gonna. So after being hit by one of these dodgeballs, I'm gonna go. That was kind of unpleasant, and I'm actually gonna crawl over to Gammy and Brohm, and I'm gonna cast Bark Skin on them.
Okay.
Oh wait, that's a concentration spell, so I can only do it for one person.
My AC is already 16.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll cast Stone Skin on you.
Uh-huh.
Like, you're probably gonna need this, man.
And so now you can just change that box to 16.
So you help out a young man, but you won't help out an old woman? What are you, some sort of giant monster?
Not to metagame here, but I think you're doing all right.
The old woman took less damage.
Gammy has a shield. That's why her AC is higher. She also doesn't have a weapon.
Not having a weapon should be super fun, because as you are casting Bark Skin on your fellow citizen of Amianto, the balls that have come to a relative stop on the ground all pop. And after the initial red tear of material has flown everywhere and the noise has dissipated, shadowy beasts emerge out of them and stalk along the walls towards you, snarling as they approach. It's Brahm's turn first.
Brohm's gonna panic a little bit, and he's gonna just start slashing away at this shadow figure.
Okay. Make an attack.
Alright. So I used my scimitar, rolled a 3 plus 3 for 6.
You don't even feel any resistance as you slash through the shadow that is thrown up on the wall, and nothing happens to it. It's fellow shadows, one for each of the red balls, turn towards you. Gimme.
Gammy steps out in front of both of them, pushes them back into a corner, and casts Tidal Wave.
Okay.
You're gonna push a.
Yes. Well, she's gonna try. You have to move probably. So I'm gonna cast Tidal Wave.
Okay.
Which is a giant tidal wave, 10 foot tall, as wide as I want it to be.
Yeah.
If it hits them, they take 4d8 damage.
Does the water dissipate afterwards?
Spreads out across the ground in all directions.
Cool.
You're gonna drown us.
I know. I thought it would be fun.
What do I have to roll?
Dexterity saving throw. And it'll hit anything.
That's going to be a 7. And I'm
So
rolling
they all
for all of them.
They all take 4d8 damage. 21.
They all fizzle. And you see them almost as if you are doing a shadow projection with a light, and you move the light and it flickers. You see them flicker and then coalesce into one large beast now stalking along the ceiling as the room is filling up with water, and you guys all now have to swim.
How big's the room?
I'm going to say big enough that if you can swim, you're not going to die.
But I mean, I just dimensionally, I know how much water there is essentially, so.
The room, now that it is open, is like a high school gym.
Up to 30 feet long and 10 feet wide and 10 feet deep.
Okay. Yeah, so you're all standing in a puddle then.
It's probably like knee height. Hold on, Jordan's a gnome.
I was gonna say, my chin's barely above the water.
Yeah, so Jordan, barely above the water. The single, much larger shadow beast is now stalking along the ceiling.
Guys, that was my idea. I don't think it worked. Anybody got anything better?
A little heads up next time.
So I'm.
I pushed you out of the way. What the fuck do you want?
You did.
So I guess the water is like only up to my like
Toes?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast control water,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna like just make a wall. I'm gonna just control water to just like force all the water to be like a wall, and just kind of like go up the sides of the wall of the cube that we're in.
You do that.
Yeah, apparently I do.
Yeah, you do that. So it is the Shadow Beast's turn. It lets out an unearthly howl, and each of you needs to make a wisdom save.
I think we'd all be really good at that.
Yeah.
I got a 19.
25.
20.
So all of you feel fear creeping up the back of your spine, up to your neck, and are able to shake it off.
What'd he say?
Brohm, it is your turn again.
I am going to try to use poison spray against the shadow figure.
Okay. 15.
What's your spell save DC, Jordan?
It's a 14.
Oh.
Yay, I beat it. You spray up, and it hits the ceiling, but does not seem to have affected the beast at all.
Sorry, Jordan.
Gammy.
That's a good idea there, Sonny. You just gotta do it a little better. Let me show you how it's done. And I'll poison spray him back. Roll again.
A 4.
Okay, so it obviously then hits. And that's 15 damage.
Okay.
See, it's all in the wrist, Sonny. You just turn it a little bit.
You also spray the ceiling, and it seems like a hole opens up in the shadow where you spray, and then it reconnects on the other side. Or,
You said a hole opens up, like in the ceiling, or just
in the shadow beast.
Oh, okay. I think I can still keep using this control water. Yeah, I got this thing for 10 minutes, so I'm just going to keep washing it away off the like graffiti.
So you're washing it away. Make an Arcana check. Yeah, just to see how well you control it versus it moving.
Okay. That is 15 flat.
Yeah, so you beat its controlling. So you wash it off the ceiling, and you see it slide down the wall and recollect on the floor.
Okay.
Brohm, it is going to stalk towards you. And Jordan, either make an athletics or acrobatics.
I've got an 11.
I got an 18. So the shadow forms at your feet and starts moving up your body, restraining you. It's your turn.
I am going to use... Oh, where'd you guys go? Milled into stone, just to be sure there's no, what is the word I'm looking for? Like body snatching happening.
What the fuck
What
does that
does that
spell do?
You merge into stone object large enough to contain you. Can't see through the stone. And it says, see book.
Okay, I know what the spell is. So you want to just disappear into the floor?
Yes, I want to be sure this thing's not snatching me up, so I'm going to turn myself into a rock.
That was the coolest fucking thing I've ever heard of.
You don't turn into a rock. You go into a rock.
Yeah.
Like around it. Okay,
You're
yeah.
just kind of like backing up and then walking into the wall.
Yeah, so we'll say you fall over backwards, and as you fall over backwards, instead of hitting the floor, you just meld into it.
Like the spell name.
Yeah, and the shadow is not able to follow you into the rock. Gammy, there is a shadow beast near you.
I've lived 658 years, and I've never seen a man go into stone before. Shit, I have no offensive spells. All of my spells are like speak with plants and locate plants and stuff. Like, they are not useful.
I mean, this beast does look like an animal.
Oh, it does?
It is a beast, like creature.
All right, I'll cast speak with animals.
Okay.
Well, first, can I do like a check to make sure it's an animal? I rolled another nat 1. Can we just pretend I didn't do that and
No.
just cast speak with animals?
Yeah, you can cast speak with animals.
Well,
You're
either
pretty
way,
confident it'll work based on that nat 1.
I'll talk to this here animal, and then I'm going to cast speak with animals.
Okay.
Beast, do you know who I am? I've been on this earth for 658 years. If you want to come through or come over here, you have to come through me.
You see its shadowy head turn towards you.
Hi, I'm Gammy. What's your name?
You hear a low voice that sounds like the wind whispering through the trees. I am your trial.
What'd you say? She takes out her horn and puts it up to her ear.
Yes.
For a druid, it doesn't make a lot of sense that you try killing me first.
Well, that's why I'm talking to you. I wasn't trying to kill you with the water. I just thought you'd like a swim.
What do you want?
What do we want, guys? Sandwiches?
I have no idea what the hell you're saying to this thing.
Speak.
Can we get through here? That'd be wonderful.
You think you deserve to go on when you cannot solve me first.
So what do you want from me there, Mr. Beast?
Prove yourself worthy of my approval.
I have been a druid for 658 years. I have to prove myself to you, you young whippersnapper?
I am an ageless beast that has been around before the light began. Shadow has predated all.
If that's the case, why didn't you say so? Okay. And I will, I have no idea what to do to this thing. I can't do more spells.
No, okay, so it said that it's the shadow and blah, 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 light. I'm going to say,
Oh, okay. If that's the game we're playing,
I'm going to cast Moonbeam on this.
You didn't hear, unless you can speak with the animal.
Furbolgs have speech of beast and leaf.
Good enough. Okay, you heard that.
I'm at least going to hear shadow and light.
You heard that last part, definitely, yeah.
And I'm going to go, all right, I'm done with this. And I'm going to cast Moonbeam on the shadow. So now that I know it's made out of shadows, I'm going to do Moonbeam.
I'm just going to save you because I'm going to say you cast Moonbeam on it and it dissipates.
I'm going to look around. Did you see where that thing went?
I don't think Brohm saw it. He's, in the stone down there. I'm pretty sure it just went away. Maybe I scared it with my scary words.
Yeah,
Okay.
and you don't feel a connection to it through any sort of animal speak anymore. The small square foot coverings for the chutes slide back into place. Each of them now carries a different letter of the alphabet on it.
Are the letters A, C, T, and G? Do we have to build life?
No.
Sorry, go ahead.
No. 1 second. Let me think about the best way to get this so that you guys don't get stuck, because you didn't do that the way you should have. They slide shut. Each of them is covered with one of 4 letters. M, A, Y, C are the 4 letters you see repeated around the room.
Hey, fellas, I don't know about you, but when I was a young girl, we had this famous tune that all the bards used to play, and I believe it went YMCA. So I think it's possible we should just put these in that order.
It must be a Elvish tune, because I've never heard of it before.
Brohm, do you know it?
Huh? Can you speak up? I can't hear through here.
You can come out of the stone.
I'm just imagining stone lips talking to the ground what?
I'm quite in the pickle here. Apparently I'm trapped in this thing for 8 hours.
No, you can release it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
And that's
choose to
how
come
Jordan
out of it.
didn't play in the one shot. I fucked up. I cast a spell, guys. Go on without me.
No, I'm pretty sure you're not stuck there. I'm pretty sure you can stay in there for up to 8 hours.
Okay.
You're allowed to come out of the floor.
You know it's safe to come out, right?
So I'm climbing out of the stone here. What were those letters again, y'all? I'm sorry.
It's MACY, I think.
I don't even know why I bothered to ask. I can't even read.
But do you know the tune I was speaking of? Do you remember the traveling troubadours?
Oh,
Named,
yeah, ZDMX.
What the fuck? Who sings YMCA?
The village people?
The village people.
Or the people of the
Yeah.
village?
Do you remember the traveling troubadours from the village? Those people from the village?
There's only one village, the local park,
Yeah.
the local quartet.
So anyway, Gammy's gonna go and try to very slowly change all these things to say YMCA.
You tried. They don't move.
All right, that was my idea.
I remember hearing about a store called Macy's. Maybe that's a clue.
So, okay, hold on. How many of these squares are there? Tons?
So all of those chutes that covered the dodgeball.
Yeah, I can't see them, so I would like a refresher of how many there are.
So there's maybe 6 per wall.
6 per wall.
And like 10 on the floor and ceiling.
Okay, so a lot, and they're all about a foot wide square?
Yep. And they all contain the letter Y, M, C, or A.
I would like to point out that the Village People actually released a Christmas album last year.
So Gammy...
Wait, last year?
Yeah, November 16th, 2018, featuring A Very Merry Christmas.
So Gammy's going to start singing YMCA.
Just
Everybody, singing? Yeah. I don't know the song, though. Why don't you come to the YMCA?
Listen, young ma'am,
No, I want to say, as you start singing, you feel a magical current in the room.
I hold the water back up with control water.
No, there's a pool at the YMCA. That might work.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I let go of the water and immediately drowned Brohm.
Guys, sing it with me. I think we all have to sing together. Young men.
I actually do want to look up the lyrics real quick.
No, the lyrics start,
Done.
young men, pick yourself off the ground. I said young man.
Something, something, something.
There's no need to feel down, I said, young man.
What's the part right before YMCA? That's all I care about.
You can stay there.
It's fun to stay at the
YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. I said, young man.
So are you guys just singing?
Yes.
We're singing all of the parts that we know.
No,
because it's a very old song by the Traveling Troubadours, the people of the village.
So when you get to the part where you sing YMCA, you feel a stronger magical current in the room.
Oh.
Didn't they have a dance set with it that they did in
Yes.
YMCA?
I mostly designed this part of it so that I could watch you guys.
I think you're doing it wrong there, tall man. It's like this. YMCA.
We're going to get CB by the YMCA.
All of you roll performance. Since none of you have done the arm movements correctly on my screen.
24. I think I did it right.
That's a natural one. Go ahead and...
Oh, okay, 16.
Okay, so enough of you passed. So as you are doing the verbal and the somatic components.
We catch the YMCA spell!
Yes.
As you all clap above your head for the A in perfect unison, one of you, not as great, kind of hands missing at the top, but it's the thought that counts. Your hands come together. An escape hatch opens in the wall across from you that leads into a hallway.
You all doubt me. You never believe in the old people, but look at me. I am the best one of all of you.
I never doubted your abilities, just your methods.
If you could only dance a little better, we would have gotten there faster.
I'm so glad I made you do that.
So am I.
Out of game, it's kind of actually very impressive that the other four instantly knew to do the YMCA very quietly and to get out of here before the lights came on.
Hello, everyone. This is Jason. I just want to take a quick break from the one shot to say thanks for listening.
We don't have any real sponsors this week, so I just wanted to mention that we have a Discord where you can hang out and talk to us. As always, you can find us on Twitter at RuleOfCoolCast, or send an email to theruleofcoolpodcast@gmail.com if you'd like to be featured on the podcast. Our intro, outro, and interstitial music for this one-shot is the song Cart Before the Horse by You Bred Raptors. You can find their music wherever fine music is sold, or at the website at youbredraptors.com. And with that, we'll get back to the one-shot.
Hallway is now open to you.
How big is the doorway?
It is large enough for you to easily make it through, as is the hallway.
Thank you, oh gracious DM.
It's almost like this entire thing was made with the candidates in mind.
Okay, so I'm gonna walk out through the doorway.
Okay, do the rest of you follow him?
Slowly, yes.
Yeah, following out.
Okay, it is a very long hallway, excessively so. As you reach about the halfway point, you hear a rumbling. If you look back, you notice the floor that you were walking on before is starting to fall away. You are about halfway down this hallway, and there's an open door on the other end.
So it looks like a movie where we have to run really fast to get to the other side.
Yeah, you need to make an athletics check, maybe even, to either run or jump in time.
I'm going to jump onto Ormar's back.
Okay.
I don't...
Make an athletics to get onto his back.
Stand still, man! Oh, that's a 3.
Okay, it'll be up to Ormar if he picks you up or not.
So that's actually what Ormar was going to do.
Okay.
Ormar is going to reach and grab her, I guess, as she's like sliding down his back. And I'm going to pick up Brohm by his collar.
Okay.
And I'm going to start running, and I'm going to cast Jump.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yep. One creature's jump distance is tripled for the duration, so I have a minute of triple jump.
Yeah. Make an athletics at advantage.
Athletics check with advantage?
With advantage.
Okay.
Because you're going to be able to jump super well.
Ooh, that is a 12.
12's good enough.
Okay, cool.
Unhand me, you giant monster! I could do it myself!
You make it into the next room. The hallway continues to fall behind you. In the next room is a somewhat smaller, still tall enough for you, Ormar, room with one of the 4 trialists that you remember seeing at the beginning, sitting in a corner with his head in his hands.
I'm going to walk up to him, and I'm going to get down on one knee, and I'm going to say, young man, there's no need to feel down.
At the YMCA!
I'm going to, again, I said, hey, young man, pick yourself off the ground.
And I'm going to pick him up by his shirt as well, just like a little pinch, because I'm huge.
Yeah, he is a gnome, so you're able to do that pretty easily. And he looks up at you and he goes, I have failed my family.
Young man, are you listening to me?
I do not know how to proceed. And he gestures to the walls of the room around you, upon which you see a mural depicting the founding druids.
I'm sorry, I'm just like looking. I'm looking at the lyrics to YMCA, and it's so perfect.
Yeah.
Sarah thought of everything.
No.
So the next lines are, young man, what do you want to be? And we all want to be the cedar.
Yeah.
I said, young man, you can make your dreams, but you've got to know this one thing. No man does it all by himself. This is great. Okay. So you said that he gestures to the walls,
On which a mural is painted of the founding druids.
What do we
Okay.
see?
You see a mural of the founding druids.
Okay, hold on. Let me roll. Yeah, what is on the walls again? One more time for the people in the back. So what does the founding druids look like? Is it just like a bunch of like dudes with twigs in their hair just standing around like
And dudettes.
posing? Dudes and dudettes, yes. Sorry.
Yes.
So
but-
clearly unimportant.
Yes. It's less of a scene and more of just each founding druid lining the walls.
Okay, so this is kind of like
Like a yearbook photo of your class versus like a scene.
Okay.
Okay, gotcha. What else is in here? So we're in the room and we've got basically the wall of presidents going on here.
Yeah. You see the
there's-
mural, and you have the young gnome.
What do you want to be? I said young gnome. Sorry.
So is there a door or anything?
Yeah.
You do not see a door in this room. You see a mural. You see the door back to the hallway that no longer exists. And you see the young gnome.
Do we recognize like all of these founding druids?
Roll a history.
Okay. That's mediocre. Let me see what my history modifier is. 10 plus 0. I think that nets out to a 10.
You get the feeling that you remember there were 32 founding druids and their families, and there are 33 on this wall.
Okay. Do I recognize the last? Like, it's not like a druid one or like the first druid, second druid. Like
No,
this is a
so
collection
it's
of
not-
druids.
It's not the maker who's the head of your society.
Okay.
It's the founding druids. So it's the druids who left the mainland.
Okay. So this is kind of akin to like founding fathers. Like it wasn't a numbered system. It was just a bunch of
it's not your
druids.
presidents. It's your founders. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Big man, I think you need some help. You don't look too bright. And I'm going to walk over to you and cast Enhance Ability for Intelligence.
Okay. What does that do for me?
Gives you advantage on intelligence checks.
Oh, okay.
Fox is cunning.
Brom, do you want to do anything?
Hold on, I think I've met every single one of these 32 people on the wall. So I'm pretty sure I can figure out 33 people. So that guy on the left, that's Winston. And then the next guy, that's Jacobin. And the third guy is Melford. And I'm going to name 33 people.
You can roll a history check to see if you actually remember them all.
I did not, because I got a 7 total. Should have given myself the intelligence, but it seemed more fun to give it to someone else.
Everybody else hears her listing off names, and even the little boy, or not the little boy, even the young gnome says, I actually think that's Gwendolyn.
Yeah, that's pretty sure that's Gwendolyn too.
That's what I said. I met Gwendolyn 7 times back in the year 331.
Rom, do you want to do anything?
That Winston over there is kind of looking at me a little funny here. Something ain't right. I'm going to approach the pictures, and I'm going to use Detect Magic.
You cast Detect Magic, and you notice that each of the founders is wearing an amulet depicting at least one of the 12 gods, except for one of the 33 depicted people. That person is wearing an amulet depicting the symbol of Axon.
And we're cool with Axon, right? I think that was part of the...
No. Like, hard no.
Like, super hard no. You guys left the mainland because you did not want to deal with that, because the trees were like, we're not sure about this Axon person. And the brooks were like, we wish we could not be on the same island as Axon. And you guys were like, let's leave. You guys were not cool with Axon at all. Nature wasn't necessarily happy about this, about her coming down and disrupting a lot of stuff. But the founders didn't want to do anything actively about it. They decided they would rather leave than have to do anything. Brohm the gnome, you notice the person depicted that sticks out from the 33.
That must be the fella here that's giving me the eyes. Gam, you notice this ugly fella over here?
Alright. I feel like I recognize him too, but that little amulet he's wearing looks different. Like a devil worshipper or something.
Yeah, and you felt the magic specifically from the depictions of the amulets, Jordan.
Yeah, something particularly ain't right here about this fella. Amara, you notice anything off about this dude?
I'm gonna walk over there. Can I do a perception check on this last character?
You could do an investigation.
With advantage.
With
Yes, I
advantage.
can. 19.
Yep. So with a 19, the amulet looks almost raised from the wall.
I'm gonna.
When you look at it, if you put your cheek up flush against the wall, it does stick out slightly.
I'm going to actually use my quarterstaff
Okay.
to try and lift up the amulet because I don't want to touch it because it's it's an amulet of Axon.
So you use your quarterstaff to try to pick it up.
Yep.
As you do that, you actually push it, and it depresses into the wall
Oh shit!
because
Sorry, guys.
it doesn't lift up or anything. As it depresses into the wall, the 4 walls around you all crumble, and in their place, looking out from the now ruined walls, is a very beautiful greenhouse which you are inside of. I need all of you to make Constitution saving throws.
13.
I got a 14.
I also had a 14.
Okay. Gammy, you fail, as does your young gnome friend. You are on the ground, struck prone.
So Gammy falls to the ground and goes, "Oh my god, help! Help! I've fallen and I can't get up."
Yep, they are both struck prone.
This this episode's gonna be sponsored by Life Alert.
I know. Gammy reaches for the necklace she's got on and pushes the button repeatedly.
Sponsored by the YWCA, which we do have one in Cincinnati for some.
Also, sorry everybody who's out there, because I intended this to be like an empowering character for old people, and it did not go that way.
Well, you started off strong, and then you ruined your ear horn or your hearing aid.
Well, she was gonna be a cliche old person, but be a badass, and it just hasn't quite worked out.
Okay, so you and the other trialist are prone on the ground.
Okay, so you said that it opens up to a greenhouse look.
You are inside a large greenhouse, yes.
Are there
Okay,
plants in it?
There
Yeah.
are trees. There's a giant tree in the center of it. Smaller trees, some bearing fruit all around. There are shrubs, bushes, flowers.
So I'm actually going to use a spell Speak with Plants. I see that there's a bunch of shrubs, whatever other greenery is around.
Hey, I just got here. There's some weird shit going on. Could you let me know what you guys have seen? Trying to get through this trial and become a cedar.
Yeah. The first shrub that you turn to says
Nee.
blue-green. Second shrub says hurdy. The third shrub says hurry.
Yeah.
Hold on. Blue, green, birdie, hurry?
Those are what the 3 different shrubs tell you. The tree that you talk to says door and sways a little bit with its branches towards what you can see on the other end to be a door.
That was a lot more helpful than the first ones.
So I'm gonna head over that way, and I'm gonna as I'm walking this one, and I'm gonna point at the door, and I guess motion at the tree.
The tree says door.
I'm also going to cast Speak with Plants so I can hear this.
Okay.
I don't want to be left out.
The
Yeah,
tree says-
he can hear me talking in tree language, and he recognizes it.
The door said the tree said door. The shrub said blue green, hurdy, hurry.
So I'm gonna head towards the door. Is there a doorknob or whatnot on this door?
Let's let Brohm do something. You've not heard what the plant said.
Hey, these plants are telling me that we got some stuff to do with this door, I think. Do you see any birds or whatnot around you? Maybe roll a investigation check.
Yeah, let's do it. I haven't seen any critters around here, but I'll check it out. Ooh, and that is a critical fail. 1.
Yeah, definitely not going to see anything with that one.
Yeah, you're just impressed by the fact that they were able to talk to plants. And so you don't really glean anything from it. Gimme, make another con save.
14.
Okay, you feel the effects leave your body. You are no longer prone on the ground.
I guess I can get up. Sorry.
The gnome trialist next to you has not fared as well and is now coughing a little bit.
I'll try to help him up. Come on, little buddy.
It seems like all of the energy has left his muscles. He is coughing, sputtering.
I'll take away the enhance ability from Ormar and enhance his ability for strength.
Okay. He is able to stand a little bit, but he is still coughing. A wad of phlegm escapes from his mouth. You see him wipe it away with the sleeve of his shirt. And he looks up at you, grateful.
You look sick. Would you like me to make you some chicken soup later?
Yes, that would be nice. I should not have come here.
Hold on, let me see if I have any 7-Up in my bag. And then I'm going to get a can of 7-Up for him and crack it open.
Make 7-Up yours.
Do a medicine check.
Okay. 17.
17, he takes a sip of this bubbling 7-Up. And maybe it's just the carbonation, but it seems to clear up at least the phlegm in his throat a little bit. The acid in the 7-Up is eaten away at it a little bit. And he is still weak, but no longer coughing up phlegm.
Oh, does shit, I forgot. We got hurt. Does he need healing? Because I can actually just heal people, like, super easily. Does he look hurt?
No, he just seems very weak from whatever happened when you entered this greenhouse.
All right. Well, as a bonus action, I can choose a creature within 120 feet of me and spend dice for my blah, blah, blah. Jordan, you got hurt a lot, right?
Sure did.
You're going to be healed for as much as I basically want to. Hold on. I can roll up to 7 dice for Jordan to get healed with.
Oh, shit.
So that's 16. Is that enough?
Yeah, that's good.
All right. You get 16 health back.
Thank you, sir.
Because I'm a Circle of the Dream druid. It's like the thing they do. You get a pool of dice.
Ormar, we can be back to you now at the door.
And Jordan, you also get 4 temporary hit points.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Cam.
The other initiate is well enough to stumble along with assistance. Ormar, you are at the door.
Yeah, so is there a doorknob or anything?
There is a doorknob.
Are there knockers?
Nope.
Oh, never gonna get old.
I could be really bad and I could just say, no, but there's a long dangly bit that if you pull on it, no.
I'm on it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna walk up to the door. Now, what does the door look like? Is it a plain, just wooden door, or?
It is glass like the rest of the greenhouse.
So, can I see through the door?
Yes.
Okay. I guess probably my vision's obstructed, but what's on the other side of the door as I'm reaching for this doorknob?
You see a fog surrounding the greenhouse.
Okay. I'm going to open the door.
The door is locked or unyielding to your advances.
I'm going to be curious or confused and try and jiggle the handle again.
All right, I'm going to cast Destroy Water, which destroys fog in a 30-foot cube within range.
Okay. You do that. The fog outside of the greenhouse dissipates and more fog moves in.
Did you see that, guys? I got rid of that fog for about 3 seconds. Did you see anything?
I see a door that's approached and it's not budging open.
How long do you have Speak with Plants up? Both of you still?
I think it's 10 minutes.
Okay. So you still probably have it up. There is a vine crawling up the wall next to the door that says, no, wrong. No, wrong.
All right, well, thanks for the input, but do you have any other kind of guidance other than I'm not doing it right? because it's not really helpful. Like, if you're gonna try and be, if you're gonna try and give criticism, you should at least have some constructive criticism.
It goes, no, wrong. And a little flower, in a small little flower bed next to you goes, elder, 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 elder. And then the rest of the flowers in the flower bed next to you all chime in, and they're going, elder, root, elder, root, elder, root, elder, root.
I think they're talking... Whoa, I lost this voice completely. Oh, shit.
Sorry.
I think they're talking about me. Where is this voice? That's
Just
not
say
good.
whippersnapper a bunch of
I
times.
didn't hate that one, though.
You old whippersnappers.
There you go.
That's better.
That's the Gambit we all know and love.
Gammys here. Close enough.
Yeah. Yep.
I think they're talking about me. I'm the elder.
All right, well, hurrah. Yeah, you can do it. And I'm going to look at the vine and the
I
flowers.
go and push the door when he says you can do it.
When you start to press on the door, the vine goes, no, wrong, no, wrong.
All right, well, listen. If you know so much about this puzzle, Vine, why don't you just get down here and do it?
The flowers in the flower bed next to you go, elder, root, elder, root.
Wasn't there a big tree in the middle of this place that was like a big old tree? With roots, possibly?
Yeah, there was. A big old tree in the middle of the greenhouse.
Oh, I didn't know there was a tree in the very middle of this place. I just thought it had the mural. My bad.
If you took notes, you would know that. It is right here, tree.
In keeping with my druid nature, I didn't print out my character sheet, so
I don't think I printed this here notebook.
I'm really triggered that you're writing on dead trees.
Yes.
I attack Gams.
I did specifically write that your guys' history is an oral tradition.
So I totally forgot that there was a tree in the middle of this room, I guess. I turn around and see a tree. Oh.
And the flowers cheer and they go, tree!
You said root, not tree.
Elder!
So I guess can I, wait, why can't I talk with the tree?
Hey tree. Sorry, I kind of ignored you this whole time. Do you count as a plant?
It humps at you.
What's up with everything in here having an attitude?
I'm going to cast Create Water and make it rain to be nice to the plants.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can do that.
Okay. You do that, and some of the bushes and other plants go, too much, too much, too much, too much. It's a greenhouse.
Alex knows nothing about plants. Gammy does.
If you're sending rain down on them, it's quite possible that they have been recently watered. Or that the air in this greenhouse is humid enough that you're actually upsetting the natural balance of the greenhouse. It's
All
called
right.
a greenhouse effect.
I will cast Destroy Water and get that water out of here. Thanks for taking all my spell slots,
But
frickin'
It
Sarah.
dehydrates all of the plants.
But the big tree in the center does shift its focus to you. And in your mind, you hear, kind of tent. Thank you, friend.
Gammers is everyone's friend.
Who are you talking to?
How can we help you?
I need nothing.
I can give you nothing.
What do you need from me?
I think we need to get out of this here room. Our big friend here was trying to open the door. Do you know anything about the door?
Do you deserve to proceed?
I have been on this earth for 658 years. I have helped every plant, every animal. I have 17 children and 36 grandchildren. Do you think I don't deserve to proceed?
Show me your love for nature is great enough to prevail.
I cast plant growth and make all the plants grow bigger.
Stop. Oh, you kind-hearted, ill-advised friend. I will let you pass, just so you stop messing with the order installed in my domain.
And I go up and give the tree a hug.
Okay, as you give it a hug, it lifts up one of its very large, wide roots that is covering a staircase down.
What took you so long? I think we've been ready for a long time. Maybe about 657 years.
You may proceed, but try to do so with more wisdom.
I'm pretty sure I have a 19 in wisdom.
I'm pretty sure in a greenhouse you were just like, let's make all the plants grow in this greenhouse, willy-nilly. No one's tending to this greenhouse.
Gammy has a 19 in wisdom. Alex has like a 2. That's the difference.
You could have just been like, nature, to see what a good thing would be, but you didn't.
No, I don't like checks.
You overwatered, and then you made them grow. Okay, so there's staircase leading down.
Is it a big enough staircase for a furbolg?
Yes, it is. Do you follow the staircase down?
Yes. Do I see a bird, or blue-green, birdie, hurry, and was the door? That was the other one.
You don't see blue-green. You
Okay.
do not see any of the words the shrubs initially mentioned to you now.
Okay. I'm gonna walk down the stairs cautiously then.
You make it to the bottom. In the room underneath of this large tree is a small podium with multiple chairs arranged around it. In each of the chairs is one of the currently appointed seaters. As you enter, they gesture for the first of you to take the podium.
Who's the first?
I think you would be.
Well, I opened the door, but you said you went down, and Gammy's obviously slow, so you can go first.
The seater who initiated your ceremony gestures for you to approach the podium and says, "You have done well to have made it this far, but it is not just how you handle situations that we need. We also want to hear from you. Tell us why you are the appropriate candidate. You've spoken to the shadows, you have spoken to nature. Speak to the fellow seaters that you would wish to join." Whoever wants to take the podium first and make a nice little speech for why they deserve the position.
I guess I'll approach the podium first. I'll walk up to it and I will bow my head briefly and look back up and hello, council. My name's Ormar Felnen. I've been kind of protecting these lands and the fields for about 2.5 centuries now. I heard about this position opening up, and really feel like I could make some changes out there, kind of out there all the time, protecting the lands and the people, and making sure that every bit of nature has a purpose. I hold out the flute that I've made out of like some of the scrap stalks or whatnot from one of the crops, and I'd also show them my handmade glaive that I have. Like I'm always
trying to repurpose any kind of scraps that go to waste. Because as you can see, I'm a furball, and we don't like to let anything just be cast aside. Everything is here for a purpose. I'd really like to get this position and try to help shape the landscape for everybody and really increase productivity and make sure everyone can subside with what we have at our disposal.
They all nod at you as you finish. Roll a performance.
Oh boy, yep.
I've rolled a 17.
They gesture for you to leave the podium and for the next trialist to approach.
I go, oh, okay, and I step to the side.
I start to approach. Y'all got like a booster or a bench or something? This podium's a little tall now. Y'all ain't gonna see me.
There is a step stool that you can pull out from the podium.
Oh,
Take
perfect.
a couple
Thank you,
steps
Nav.
up. Yep.
So take some steps up, pull the step stool out, hop onto it. So my name is Brohm Callente. My friends call me Brohm the Gnome. And I've been quite the planter for all 35 years of my life at South Beach, Amianto, and since I've been alive, I've grown the best damn fruits you've ever tasted. I'm talking plantains, I'm talking pineapples, cocos, mangoes, all of them that you need. I've grown the finest from birth. And it's been such a passion of mine. I love to eat, I love to share the wealth, and I love to share the energy with it. And I could just not imagine how things would go if I would be able to plant these things myself now. Could you imagine if I had from the very first touch these seeds into the ground, they'd be growing the finest plantains you've seen. So what I'm asking for you today is let me take this. I would love to be a seeder. I'd love to produce the finest that Amianto has to offer. And if not, well, shoot. In my 35 short years I've been able to do this, I will not stop going, but it will be your loss. It is up to you. The power is in your hands. Thank you.
Make a performance.
The power is yours.
15.
They gesture for you to leave and for the third trialist to approach.
So Gammy hobbles up there and puts both hands on the podium, stares at everybody intently. Well, see, I've been living in Amianto for 658 years. And in those 658 years, I've been taking care of everything. Trees, plants, people. There's nothing more important than experience. And I've kept myself out of the public eye for 658 years because I was taking care of my family. But after all that time, I feel I'm ready. I'm ready to be a seeder. In my lifetime, I've had 17 sons and daughters. They're the greatest people who ever lived on Amianto. They're all gone now. I miss them, every one of them. Seamus, Carl, Lisa, Barry, Seamus, Daniel, Steven, Seamus.
My question is, did you rename the next kid after the one that died? So is it like Seamus 1, Seamus 2? Or are you just senile?
Leave that up to you.
She had an entire litter of shame-I.
Well, because I'm thinking well, I just miss Seamus so much that this new young one is named Seamus too.
This one's gotta be the one that makes it. It would be a shame.
Okay. Sorry.
So, my husband Clarence and I have raised up nearly everyone who lives in this town to this day. That's why everyone calls me Gammy. I'm the grandmother of Amianto, so I feel like I deserve to be Sita, because I'm the most experienced.
Roll performance.
Ooh, it's gonna be close. I forget what my 16.
Okay. Once you have finished, the cedar who initiated this whole thing with you says, "Thank you, each one of you, for your words. We will weigh them well. Behind us is a door for each of you. Enter through it and receive the verdict of this choosing ceremony. And we're going to Brohm.
Brohm.
You approach your door. What do you do?
I do the, oh my gosh. Yeah, Father, Son, Holy Saint little hand gesture, and I reach for the knob.
Okay.
The sign of the cross, that's what that's called.
Thank you.
I was like blanking, like it's not genuflecting. Yeah.
Yep. You reach for the doorknob, and the door opens. You walk through, and you are back in that curtained nook where you began the journey. You exit, and the proctor of this trial greets you and says, "Unfortunately, you have not prevailed this time, but you showed well, and you have heart, and I believe one day you will be able to join our ranks." And she gestures for you to leave the building.
No hard feelings, yo. I had a good time, and I appreciate the compliment, and keep me in mind next time.
Gamma, you reach your door.
I'd just like to say thank you to everyone. And I do the sign of the YMCA before I walk out. And I open the door.
You also walk in to the curtained nook that you started in and receive a similar message that while you are old and wise, there may still be much for you to learn. But if you apply yourself, perhaps the next time will be your calling.
Hold on a minute, what'd you say?
They magically repair your ear horn that got damaged in the first bit of this challenge.
New horn, who dis?
Oh, don't worry about me. It's always next year. I'm only 600.
You planning to kill a cedar in the next year? Okay. So that is the spirit. And gestures for you to leave the building. Ormar, you are in front of your door.
I'm gonna walk up to the door and I'm gonna.
The exit's this way, right?
They nod at you.
I'm gonna take my hand and like jiggle the door handle and or doorknob and open the door, and I guess walk on through.
You walk
ducking
through.
my head.
You walk through the door, and you enter back into the room where the remaining cedar are all still seated.
Okay.
They gesture for you to join them in the 6th chair.
I'm gonna go. I thought this is the way out. I'm sorry. Did I get turned around? Is this the right door?
They say, "No, you followed the door to your future, to your fate. Of all the trialists who came in today, you were the one who helped others at every turn afforded to you and thought of the group ahead of yourself in many cases."
Thank you. I was just kind of doing my job, you know.
Yes, it is the job of the cedar to think of the community, to think of the future. We would be honored if you would take the seat of the cedar of making and join us.
I take it there's like one seat that's like empty. Okay.
Okay. I thank you all, and I'm walking towards the seat. Like I didn't. This is kind of awkward for me. I never really won anything in my life, and oh my god, like is Ashton Kutcher about to pop out or something? I just
no, but
am I being punked?
Down from the stairs.
Am I being trunked?
Comes the gnome. Nice. Comes the gnome trialist. As he descends the stairs, you see his form fall away, and the image of the maker that you all know and love joins you in the room and says, "Now that business has been concluded, let us get down to creating the future." And the scene fades to black. When Digi win, the Digivice in hand is a digidynamic force in Digiland. When the Digipast and Digipresent collide, time to Digify.
There we go. We found what's going at the end.
And then the Digiworld is Digisafe, and now we will meet its Digifate. Could Digimon to protect what's right, we'll have to Digify. The Digidudes will Digirule with Diginobility and Digitude. Save the world from a Digidisaster. The right from the net, meet the digital master.
Oh my god.
Just how deep does this go? How much does the creators of Digimon paying you?
The Digirap was one that I had memorized. There was another one that I had memorized from Yu-Gi-Oh! For a while.
Wait, there was a Yu-Gi-Oh! Rap other than it's time to...
No, there was an entire music to duel by that Sarah was also very good at.
I feel like that's debatable.
Shut up. No, it was Yu-Gi-Oh! They had like a 14-song music to duel by album, some of which is still in my workout playlist. Oh yeah, no, I remember this.
I love when you turn Canadian. Oh yeah, no.
Gotta find a way just to play just a little game. Got a compulsion, want to be a champion. Gotta feel the heart. Gotta be smart, play the card. Gotta get inside the mind of my counterpart.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
We're gonna have a collection of just Sarah raps. It's just gonna be a mixtape.
Gotta find a way inside this fantasy holographic dueling monster reality. Gotta find a way. Gotta see my strategies. I'm Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm a duality. Oh, and then there was a great, like, just nonsense words section where it was like, zigga-pow, zigga-pow, zigga-zigga-pow-pow. Which I'm quoting from the lyrics. Want to do what I want to do. And that just repeated ad nauseum.
We're gonna make a hit record, Sarah.
Yeah. Gotta think, be wise, realize the situation, animate your cards, make a power combination. Zigga-pow, zigga-pow, zigga-zigga-pow-pow, wanna do, wanna do. Okay. Of course, there was also like that spoken word part from the series in the middle of it, like every good anime song, which is, will Yugi control the power, or will the power control Yugi?
Yu-Gi-Oh!
It's time to do.
It's time to do.
Yeah.
You know all these references are 100% lost on me, correct?
Yes. I love it.
I know literally nothing about Yu-Gi-Oh!
Do you know this? Fighting evil by moonlight.
Nope.
Winning love by daylight. Never running from a real fight. She is the one named Sailor Moon. She will never turn her back on a friend. She is always there to defend. She is the one on whom we can depend. She is the one named Sailor. Oh, no one's gonna chime in with me.
I only remember the very first part.
That's when they start the Sailor Venus, Sailor Mercury, Sailor Mars. Okay.
You realize I am going to make a compilation of you singing and put it out without your consent, correct?
Her secret powers are so new to her. She is the one named Sailor Moon. Okay. Back on track. Are you using your doorknob as a coat rack?
Me?
Wait, was that in game?
I expected someone to ask this earlier.
I saw it.
It's a towel.
That doesn't make it better.
Well, I was trying to block noise because you can sometimes hear people in the hallway, so I have something along the bottom of the door.
Makes it better.
I was like, fuck it, I'll just hang it on the doorknob. It's at least going to be like slightly blocking noise.
Okay, sorry. I just couldn't once I saw it. Sorry. Proceed.
Well, there's part of my backstory is related to the fact of that. You can continue.
You know what? We're never going to get to the rest of your backstory. I told you not to bother writing too deep of one.
It's not that deep.
37 pages of backstory here, Sarah.
I wrote about 3 sentences.
What does the rest of your backstory say?
Well, the reason she's old Gammers all alone is because she married a human and then had half-elf children, and they're all living shorter than she does, so everybody underneath her died.
Oh, that's so depressing.
Yeah.
Holy hell,
she's basically
Alex.
like Arwen from Lord of the Rings.
Holy
600
hell,
years in the
that's
future.
Depressing. Okay.
And now she's like a retiree coming back into the world.
Okay. Okay.
To kick ass.
Is she a cat lady who won a who bought into an adventure timeshare.
No, but
I still want
still close.
I still want to play that character so bad. In case you guys didn't know, I've wanted to play a one-shot character where I play like this 40-year-old cat lady who's never really had anything bad happen in her life. She just enjoys taking care of her 2 cats and the house that her parents, after living a full, long life, left her. She, a traveling salesman came around and she bought into an adventure timeshare, and, it was her turn to go on an adventure. That was my attempt at writing a PC that does not have a dark past.